Hare Krishna Guruji, you are muted, I think.
Oh, yes, Prabhu. Yeah. Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Prashtaya Bhutale Srimate Radhanath Swami Niti Namini. Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Prashtaya Bhutale Srimate Radhanath Swami Niti Namini. Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Prashtaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Niti Namini. Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvisesa Sunyavadi Paschatya Desatarini. Om Ajnanatimirandasya Jnananjana Salakaya Chakshurmilitam Mena Tasmai Sri Guruve Namaha. Sri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Stapitamena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamahyam Dadati Swapadantikam Vandegam Sri Guru Shiyutapada Kamalam Sri Gurun Vaishnavamscha Sri Rupam Sagrajatam Sakagana Raghunadhanvitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaidam Savadutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Sri Radha Krishna Padan Sakagana Lalita Sri Visakanvitamscha He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dina Bandhu Jagatpade Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namo Sute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vishabhanu Sute Devi Pranamami Hari Priye Vancha Kalpatarvyascha Kripa Sindhubhye Vachapatitanam Pavnebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Isvaraha Paramaha Krishnaha Satchidananda Vigraha Anadi Radhir Govindaha Sarvakarana Karanam. Hare Krishna. By the causeless mercy of the Supreme Personality of Godhead Sri Krishna, we are nicely studying Bhagavad Gita, the King of Knowledge, Raja Vidya. So here in Bhagavad Gita, Krishna is answering all the questions asked by Arjuna. Not only answering, also Krishna is doing whatever Arjuna is asking him to do. So one thing is that Arjuna is asking questions. For that, Krishna is just answering. And the second thing is that Arjuna is also asking Krishna to show his universal form. That also Krishna is doing. Krishna did not say no to anything. Whatever Arjuna asked, Krishna did not say no. Here in this material world, we have heard no only many times. People say for everything no. Especially for the parents to grow their children. So anything the children will say immediately no. So everywhere. So but here, Krishna, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Sri Krishna, just answered everything. But one thing Krishna said to Arjuna that you should fight. That Arjuna asked. For that Krishna said that you should fight. Because Krishna told Arjuna that then only it's good for you. That's why Krishna said that you should fight. For that Krishna did not say yes. When Arjuna said that Govinda, I shall not fight, Krishna didn't say immediately that okay, you don't have to fight. Not like that. So that way, Krishna will not say no to a devotee when we ask from him things with love and devotion. With love and devotion, when we ask from Krishna whatever we want, whatever we ask, Krishna will not say no. But if we ask for any material benefit, without loving Krishna, without having faith on Krishna, if we just ask for anything material benefit, Krishna immediately will say no, because it is not because that Krishna does not like us. It is not because of that. It is because it's not good for us. That's why Krishna will say no to that. When we go and ask for material benefits, material attachments, I want this, I want that, Krishna will say no, because it's not good for us to have that attachment. But if we don't ask, Krishna will give. Krishna will give what all we need. He will give even more than what we need. He will make sure that we will actually lead a very good life. There is no doubt about it. If you don't ask him. Because we are not attached to the material benefits. We are not attached to the material sense objects. Here we are attached to Krishna only. That's what Krishna wants, because Krishna knows it is good for us. It's good for us to get attached to Krishna, so not get attached to the material sense objects. So that way, Lord Sri Krishna, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Sri Krishna, is always doing what is good for us. That's what Arjuna also asked. You tell me what is good for me. So Krishna is very much ready to do all things which are beneficial for us. So that means to take us to Goloka. That means we need to forget about everything in this material world. So that way there is no point in going to God, going to temple and asking that I have this problem, you solve this problem. No. We have our life itself, having taken a material body itself is a problem. We need to recognize that. We need to realize that. Having obtained a temporary miserable body, material body, that itself is a problem. That's what we need to know. So if at all we are going to go ask Krishna to solve some problems for us, we should ask him that you solve this problem. I don't want to get another material body. So that's what we should tell Krishna. That knowledge we are getting very much in Bhagavad Gita. So our problems in this material world are going to be there as long as we have this material body. The only way to solve all our problems in this material world is to not get another material body. This is very clear. That is the only way to solve all our problems. Simply no other way. If we get another material body, then there will be more problems. We cannot solve. So, if we really have intelligence, if we really have knowledge, if we are really not fools, then we should solve this problem, that is having a material body. We should come out of this material conceptions, material consciousness. We should be Krishna conscious. We should have Krishna consciousness, not the material consciousness. Then all our problems are solved. By understanding this Bhagavad Gita, the most confidential knowledge, the purest knowledge, the king of knowledge, the topmost knowledge, this Bhagavad Gita, the song of God. All our problems are solved. We will not have any more problems to solve. We will not have any more worries, no concerns, no difficulties, no struggle, no suffering. Everything is solved at once, just by this knowledge, this Bhagavad Gita knowledge. So we just have to follow what Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita. Krishna is asking us to focus our mind on him. Then we should simply do that. This mind is very flickering. The senses are very strong. The senses are strong and impetuous that they forcibly carry away the mind, even of a person who is endeavoring to control them. Yatato yapi kaunteya purushasya vipaschitaga indriyani pramatini haranti prashabam managa. So indriyani pramatini. The senses are very strong. So they forcibly carry away the mind. They forcibly carry away the intelligence. So we should make sure that our mind is in a very secure place. Our mind is completely secured, like we keep valuable things in a locker to secure them, correct? So that not easily it can be stolen away. So like that, we have to give our mind to Krishna so that he can keep it very securely. So focusing on Krishna, fixing our mind on Krishna, not thinking about anything else in this material world. So that way our mind will be completely focusing only on Krishna, not on anything else in this material world. Then we are safe. Then there is no danger. So if mind is not with Krishna, that means if we are not focusing our mind on Krishna, that means if we don't have this Bhagavad Gita knowledge, then what to say? There are everywhere distractions, everywhere problems in this way. Mind will easily get carried away. That's it. It is going to bring us a lot of problems, lot of troubles only, this mind. We are not going to be happy. First of all, we are not going to be happy, and we will be very, very disturbed. If we leave our mind with Krishna, if we offer our mind to Krishna, that's why Krishna is saying that Mayarpita Mano Buddhir. Mameveshisi Asamse. If you offer your mind and intelligence unto me, then you will come to me, there is no doubt about it. So we should offer our mind and intelligence unto Krishna. So how are we going to do that? So that's what we are studying every day. Studying Bhagavad Gita, we are not missing this. Every day we are studying, every day we are making progress. So this is a great platform, great opportunity for us, which Krishna has created for us every day. This is a very, very unique opportunity. This is not available in many places like this, like what we are doing. We don't have to go anywhere, just sitting in our own place. We don't have to put a lot of efforts, just this time only, this time, very precious time, very important time. Whatever we are doing right now is fully Krishna conscious. Our mind is fully on Krishna. We are able to fix our mind on Krishna because all the time we are listening to what Krishna is telling us. Krishna is teaching us. That means our mind is fixed on Krishna only. So by doing this every day, we are already seeing a lot of changes happening in us. A lot of changes, good changes, very good changes. Our mind is becoming very steady, very stable. We are losing all interest in the material sense objects. We are not after that, after these material sense objects, material results. Because we are able to focus our mind on Krishna, we are able to depend fully on Krishna with this science of Bhagavad Gita. We are able to do a lot of wonderful things. Krishna is making us to do all such things. So we are able to study Bhagavad Gita now, every day. And now, especially once a week, we are in the different cycle. We are on Sunday morning in India time. So we are now in the 11th chapter of Bhagavad Gita. We are understanding about Krishna's universal form, Viswarupa. Arjuna only got the opportunity to see Krishna's universal form because Krishna gave him special eyes. Divyam, divine eyes. Divyam dadami te chakshugu. Divyam chakshugu. Dadami te. So I give you, dadami, I give you, te, to you. Divyam chakshugu. That is divine eyes. Krishna gave Arjuna divine eyes. With which Arjuna could see Krishna's universal form. Now we are understanding how Krishna's universal form is looking from Arjuna's, what Arjuna is seeing. Arjuna is telling to Krishna what he's actually seeing in Krishna's universal form. That's what we are understanding. So, in the 11th chapter, 15th sloka, we studied last week. Arjuna uvacha pasyami devam stavateva dege sarvam stata bhuta vishesha sangan Brahmanamisham Kamalasanastam Rishimscha Sarvan Uragamscha Divyan. Arjuna said, my dear Lord Krishna, I see assembled in your body all the demigods and various other living entities. Devams, Pashyami Devams Tavadeva Dehi, in your divine body. And all the living entities assembled in special form. Sarvam Sata Bhuta Vishesha Shanga. I see Brahma sitting on the lotus flower, as well as Lord Shiva and all the sages and divine serpents. So, Brahmanam Isham Kamalasanastam. So, Brahma sitting on the Kamalasana. And also all the rishis, all the saints, and Uragamsa Divyan, the divine serpents. Then Arjuna is continuing in the next sloka, what we studied, in this sloka number 16. Aneka bahudara vatra netram pashyami tvam sarvato nantarupam nantam namadyam napunashtavadim pashyami vishvesvara visvarupa. That's what we finished last week. So, aneka means many, many. Bahu, arms, udara, bellies. Vaktra, mouths, netra, eyes. So, many, many arms, bellies, mouths, and eyes. Pashyami tvam sarvato anantarupam. Which is anantarupa means unlimited form. So, I'm not able to find where it is beginning, where it is middle, where it is ending. Nantam, namadyam, napunastavadim. Antam means end, madhyam middle, adi means beginning. I am not able to see where is the beginning, middle, and end in your Viswarupa. Pasyami Vishveshwara Viswarupa. Viswarupa, I am able to see that there is no end, no beginning, no middle. O Lord of the universe, O universal form. I see in your body many, many arms, bellies, mouths, and eyes expanded everywhere without limit. I see in you no end, no middle, and no beginning. Now we are continuing for today. Then Arjuna is continuing in the next sloka, in the 17th sloka. Kritinam gadinam chakrinam cha tejo rashim sarvato deeptimantam pashyami tvam dunirikshyam samantat Diptanaraka dyuthim aprameyam. That's what Arjuna is telling, how Krishna's universal form is looking. Full of, it is Gritinam means helmets. Gritinam. Gadinam means with maces. Gada, Gadinam. Chakrinam, discs, with the discs. So not one or two, many helmets, maces and discs. Tejo Rashim Sarvatho Deeptimantam. And you are, that effulgence, it's actually glowing. It's glowing everywhere. Sarvatho Deeptimantam. It's glowing on all sides. Pasyamitvam Durnirekshyam Samantad. It's very difficult to see. It's Durnirekshyam. Even with divine eyes, Arjuna is telling Krishna that it's very difficult to see because it's glowing everywhere. Deeptanalarka Dyutim Aprameyam. It is that blazing fire, another arc like the sun. So the sun, that is the sunshine, Dyutim Aprameyam, immeasurable. That's what we already studied, that Divisurya Sagasrasya Bhave Ugapadutita Yadibag Sadasi Syat Basagatasya Mahatmanaga. That's what we already studied. Sanjaya told that it is as if thousands of suns appeared at the same time. So like that here, Arjuna is telling Krishna that it is glowing everywhere. It's very difficult to see. Your form is difficult to see because of its glaring effulgence spreading on all sides like blazing fire or the immeasurable radiance of the sun. Yet I see this glowing form everywhere adorned with various crowns, clubs and discs. Kritinam, Gadinam, Chakrinam, crowns, clubs and discs. So then Arjuna is telling Krishna what he is seeing. Tvamaksharam paramam veditavyam Tvamasya Vishwasya Param Nidanam Tvamauyayaga Sashvata Dharma Gopta Sanatanastvam Purusho Matho Me. You are infallible, Aksharam. You are the supreme, Paramam. And you are the person to be known, Veditavyam. You should be known. Vamasya Viswasya Param Nidanam. So you are the supporting pillar. You are the resting place for this entire universe. That's what Tvamasya Vishwasya Param Nidanam. Tvamavyayaga Sasvata Dharma Gopta. You are the protector of this Dharma, Sasvata. Eternally you are protecting the Dharma. Krishna himself told Arjuna that Yada yadagi dharmasya glanir bhavati bharata abhyuttanam adharmasya tadatmanam sajamyakam. That's why Krishna is the one who makes sure the righteousness prevails. Sanatanastvam purusho mathome. You are the eternal supreme person, Sanatanatvam. So that's what Arjuna is telling Krishna. That you are the supreme primal objective. You are the ultimate resting place of all this universe. You are inexhaustible and you are the oldest. You are the maintainer of eternal religion and the personality of God. This is my opinion. So that's what Arjuna is telling Krishna, that maintainer of, that's what Sasvata Dharma Gopta. He is the protector of the righteousness. So that's what Sasvata Dharma Gopta. And then Arjuna is continuing to talking to Vishwarupa. He is actually talking to Vishwarupa Arjuna actually. Anadi madhyantam ananta viryam ananta bahum shashishurya netram pashyami tvam deepta kutashavatram Swatejasha Vishwamidam Tapantam. Again, Anadi, Madhyantam, Ananta Viryam. So, Anadi means without beginning, Madhya, Anta, middle and end. You have no beginning, middle and end. Anadi Madhyantam, Ananta Viryam. You have unlimited glories. Ananta Viryam. Ananta Bahum, unlimited arms. Ananta Bahum. Shashi Surya Netram. Both Shashi and Surya are your eyes. So there is moon and sun are your eyes. Shashi means moon and Surya is sun. So moon and sun are your eyes. Pashyamitvam deepta kutasa vaktram. I am seeing the blazing fire coming from your mouth. So that's what deepta kutasha vaktram swatejasha vishwamidam tapantam. So by your own effulgence, your own radiance, this entire universe, Vishwam, is actually heating up. So that's what Vishwamidham tapantam. Krishna said that tapami akam varsham. I am the heat and rain. So that's what Krishna said. So here Arjuna is telling that Swatejasa Vishwamidham tapantam. So what Arjuna is telling Krishna there? You are without origin, middle or end. Your glory is unlimited. You have numberless arms, and the sun and moon are your eyes. I see you with blazing fire coming forth from your mouth, burning this entire universe by your own radiance. So that's what Arjuna is saying. Then in the next slokam, what we are continuing, we'll finish in this sloka today, 20th sloka in the 11th chapter, Arjuna is continuing. Dyava prithivyo idamantaram hi Vyaptam tvayekena dishascha sarvaga drishtvaadbhutam rupam ugram tavedam lokatrayam pravyathitam mahatman. Dyava prithivyo. Dyava means sky, prithivyo means earth. From the sky to earth. You are filling up everywhere, antaramhi, between. So you are vyaptam. Vyaptam means pervading. You are filling up. You are pervading everywhere by your own self. Tvayekena. So only by alone, by yourself, this is just sarva, all the directions. You are filling up all the directions from the earth to the sky, everywhere in this universal form. It is so much wonderful to see. Drishtvaadbhutam rupam, but it is ugram, it is terrible form. Terrible ugram tavedam. So by seeing your terrible form, this lokatrayam pravyatitam mahatman, this all the three worlds, they are perturbed, they are disturbed. So that's what we are all disturbed. Every day we are disturbed by this world, everything what we see, everything natural calamities, lot of things are happening. Everywhere Krishna is pervading this entire universe. That's what Krishna said that Athava bahunaitena kimyatena tavarjuna Vishtabhyaham idam kritsnam ekam sena sthito jagat. What need is there, Arjuna, for you to know about all my opulences? With a single fragment of my energy, I pervade this entire universe. That's what we need to understand. So Arjuna is telling that although you are one, you spread throughout the sky and the planets and all space between. O great one, seeing this wondrous and terrible form, all the planetary systems are perturbed. So that's what we are studying. We finished 20 slokas in the 11th chapter of Bhagavad Gita. Now let us chant Hare Krishna Maha Mantra and focus our mind on that transcendental sound vibration so that we can actually go to Goloka. That's what is very important. Hare Krishna. Namo Om Vishnupadaya Krishna Prashtaya Bhutale Srimate Radhanath Swami Niti Namini. Namo Om Vishnupadaya Krishna Prashtaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Niti Namini. Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvisesa Sunyavadi Paschatya Desatarini. Om Jnanatimirandasya Jnanajana Salakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Sri Guruve Namaha. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shiva Sadi Gaura Bhakta Vrindam. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shiva Sadi Gaura Bhakta Vrindam Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Timid Prabhu. Hare Krishna. If any devotee has any questions, you can use the raise hand option. Otherwise, I will unmute you one by one. Hare Krishna. Chitrita Mataji, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Guruji. I was just thinking when we have an image of Krishna, we have a very nice, comforting, lovable image. So why do you think we are reading about a frightening form of Krishna? Why is he telling us in the Gita that there is also a frightening form where where there's fire coming out and the three worlds are trembling out of any particular.
Because the universal form is like that way only. Universal form is not very. We are going to study even a lot about that. We are going to Arjuna is going to explain about Krishna's universal form. It's very, very terrible, with terrible teeth, Damstra, Karala, because Krishna himself says that I am the time, the destroyer of the worlds. So all those things we are going to see. It's very, very difficult, because that's what we need to understand. This as time, everything is getting destroyed. So that's what Arjuna is going to see, all the destruction happening actually. So that's how the universal form looks like.
Okay, understood. So we have to wait and see the final what he is saying.
Yes,
Okay.
finally Arjuna tells Krishna that I can't stand any longer. Please come to your divine form. Arjuna asks Krishna. We will
We'll be studying that. Right. Okay. Thank you, Guruji. Hare Krishna. Thank you so much, Guruji.
Yeah, we will see that. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Ganesh Urupa Prabhu, Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Prabhuji, nice satsang, Prabhuji. I little came late. Sorry, Prabhuji. So, no questions, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna Prabhu. Hare Krishna, Vishnuvardhana Rao Prabhu.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Thank you, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare. Namaste, Guruji.
Namaste, Prabhu. Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Hare Krishna. Mahendra Shukla, Prabhu. Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Dandavad Pranam. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Wonderful class. Thank you, Guruji. आपका आशीर्वाद में.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Suresh Kumar, Prabhu. Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna. Hare
Pranam.
Krishna. Pranam,
Sorry,
Prabhu.
nowadays I'm just listening to you, but I'm not taking part in the discussion classes. Yeah. I leave a little bit early because of some assignments, but now I'm coming. I will be regular and attending our whole session. Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Thank you. Hare Krishna.
Prabhu. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Sunil Shivas, Prabhu. Hare Krishna, Prabhu. SK Garg, Prabhu. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Guruji.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Hare Krishna.
Thank you very much, Guruji.
Thank you, Prabhu.
No question from my side today.
Yes.
Thank you, Guruji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Ravin Prabhu. Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Prabhu. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna.
Prabhuji, wonderful class, Guruji, and this Vishwarupa is becoming clearer. So, one question, Prabhuji. So, this when Krishna took birth as Yashoda's Lal, so when he was yawning, when he was very small, Yashoda saw the universal form inside his mouth. And another time when the Gopas complained that Krishna has eaten mud, at that time also Yashoda asked Krishna to open his mouth, and she saw the whole universe inside his mouth. So how do you put this thing, Prabhuji? So is it the same Vishwarupa or a different thing, or what is that?
No, this Vishwarupa is different. There, Yasoda didn't see the terrible form like that. Maybe we have to go to that particular verse to study and understand. I know it's there in Srimad Bhagavatam in the 10th canto. So then we will be able to really, if you go to that particular chapter and verses, then we'll be able to understand exactly what Yasoda saw in Krishna's mouth. So then you can compare between the Vishwarupa and that one, Prabhu. So then I can answer, because we have not gone to Srimad Bhagavatam. Maybe I need to do some studies in that, in the 10th canto it comes from that particular slokas. So then only we will be able to compare both, Prabhu. But I don't think it was like this, what Yashoda saw there. Yes.
Also, Prabhuji, what I understand little bit in Srimad Bhagavatam also is that Krishna also later on erased the memory from Yashoda's mind about this.
Yeah, that's correct. That's correct. It's only at that time she was, afterwards she forgot everything, yes.
Yes. So
otherwise she cannot continue with that parental, maternal affection. Yes.
The Vatsalyam could not have come, that's fine. Yeah, so wonderful, Prabhuji. Then another thing we learned in the discourse today, that our objective is not to get another material body. So we also know that there is life for all of us as souls in higher planets and lower planets as well.
Mm-hmm.
So probably I would put this as it's kind of a benefit. It's a kind of a defined benefit deputation kind of thing, right? Because we, based on what we earned as budget kind of thing while working over here, so our good karmas, we go we have earned, and then similarly the souls have to spend time in the lower planets also based on what we earn. Is that right, Prabhuji?
It is correct. That's why Krishna is saying that Tetam Bhuktva Swargalokam Visalam Kshine Punye Martya Lokam Visanti. So if we are enjoying the vast heavenly pleasures, heavenly enjoyment, after the punya is done, then you have to come back to the earth.
And Prabhuji, so the other demigods like Brahma, Yama, Indra, they are all souls like us. Is that correct, Prabhuji?
That's correct. Everybody, even you can become an Indra or even a Brahma. We can become a Brahma or Indra. Yes.
So, Prabhuji, so my question is like this, that so which means that
who is Manvantara, who is Brahma, who is Indra, everything is given. Yes, Prabhu. And who is Indra, not who is Brahma. Brahma is, of course, is there. Who is Indra? Yes, Prabhu. Yeah, please tell, Prabhu.
Yeah, so Prabhuji, so my question is like this, that these Brahma, Yama, they also will spend time in those higher planets, and then they also have to return back, right?
That's correct.
So which means a lot of souls or some of the souls among ourselves have been Brahma at some point of time, and we have been gone to Atala, Atalata and all those things, and now we are on the launching pad back to Earth, going to Goloka.
Yes,
Is that right, Prabhuji?
that is correct. We are. That's why now we have the opportunity to go to Goloka. Then we don't have to come back here.
Yes. So even though some of us were Brahma, Yama, Indra, and Varuna, still we came back or went back to lower planets, and then now we are here, and this is the only opportunity. So it's a wonderful understanding that how better we were, still we are back into the same human form, human body. We are inside the human body, and we have the opportunity to go to Goloka just by utilizing better way for in this life itself.
Exactly. That's correct.
Yes, Prabhu. So I just wanted to put it all together so that I understand it clearly, that what is
Based on Bhagavad Gita, whatever you said is correct. Yes, Prabhu.
Okay, Prabhuji. Thank you, Prabhuji. Just wanted to verify this. Thank you. Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Ravindra Goyal Prabhu asked a question about dharma. Dharma means this translated as religion in Bhagavad Gita. So the real actual meaning of dharma is righteousness, Prabhu. That's the main thing. When we say these days religion means, then immediately we talk about Hindu, Christian, Muslim, these religions. But that is not dharma. Dharma is what is right, what is wrong. So that's what is called dharma and adharma. So if you say dharma is religion, what do you call it as adharma, irreligion, correct? That's what simply you say that. But here dharma is righteousness. That is the main thing. What is the right thing to do? So that is what is dharma. Yes,
and Hare Krishna, Guruji. And this, what is right and what is wrong, and to decide, the criteria is again, if something is not for yourself, then it might not be the right thing to do. If something is for the overall welfare of the human being or the mankind, or let us say it is for the Krishna, then it is the right thing to do.
What is given in Bhagavad Gita is the right thing to do. This Bhagavad Gita is the dharma. That's it. So Ashraddha Dana Dharmasya. Ashraddha Dana Purushaga Dharmasyasya Parantapa.
Okay.
So one who has no faith on this dharma, aprapya mam nivartante mritu samsara vatmani. So aprapya mam, without being able to come to me, they will come back to this material well where death is certain.
Okay.
So then Krishna also says, Yetu dharma mritam idam yathoktam paryupasade. So Yetu dharma mritam idam. This is the dharma mritam. This Bhagavad Gita is dharma. So we just have to do whatever said in Bhagavad Gita is dharma. If it is not in Bhagavad Gita, then we don't have, there is adharma. We don't have to do this.
And Guruji, there is a verse for Gita Mahatmya, Eko Deva Devaki Putra Eva. Mantra api ekam tasya devasya seva. So that basically summarizes the whole dharma. Okay. Thank you. Thank you. Hare Krishna. Thanks.
Eko Sastra Devaki Putra Geetam. Eko Deva. Hare Krishna. Kandula Tirupati Prabhu, Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Hare Krishna Guruji. Thank you very much, Guruji. Today's class also. Thank you very much, Guruji. I see again. It's very happy to me. Okay, Guruji.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. I see a name SSM21. Are you able to unmute? Hare Krishna. Satyendra Singh Prabhu, Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Hare Krishna Guruji, Pranam.
Pranam Prabhu, Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Again, today's lecture, wonderful lecture. Sir, you have reminded us that this body which we are possessing is miserable, and effort should be made that we should not get again the body in our next birth. We should go to Goloka for that is a beautiful way of again reiterating and reminding us to go to long for Krishna's Goloka and
That's
remember
correct.
him.
Yes, Prabhu.
And also in the today's slokas, you have given us the glimpse of the Vishrupa, Anek Bahu Daravakt Netram, beautiful way. And the Teja, the sunlight from the Agni and all that, the Ugra Roop of the Vishrup, which we cannot see with the manly eyes, and the Arjun is seeing from his eyes. Beautiful slokas going on. I think we are seeing the Vishrupa in the verses Gita going.
We are very fortunate that we are able to understand this Arjuna's eyes.
Beautiful Guruji. Wonderful class. Thank you for all this. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, SSM21, are you able to unmute? I know you unmuted and again.
Sorry, I'm Gayatri Shivakumar.
Gayatri Mataji, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna Mataji.
Sorry, I didn't change the name. Sorry, Guruji.
Mataji, no problem. Yes, Mataji.
Yeah, very nice class as usual. While you are saying, we are able to visualize the picturize the scene. Very nice. Really, we are touched with for half an hour we are touched with those words. Nice, Guruji. Nice. Thank you. Thank you, Guruji. Thank you. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Thank you.
Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna. Palaniyappan Prabhu, Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama
Rama, Hare Hare.
Yes. Today's class also very much interesting. Only thing is, we are all, what I felt after hearing from you today, that we are all lucky enough to be in the earth. Because if we go to any other, we have to come back to earth to go to Krishna.
That's correct.
That in that respect, I felt that really we are all lucky to be in the earth so that we can pray Krishna.
Even if you go up to Brahmaloka, we need to come back. Brahma Bhuvana Loka Punaravartino Arjuna.
That is where I feel it is very, we are all lucky to be in the earth and taken birth in the earth. And then, of course, your explanation regarding birth and in the beginning today, you have told that we have to pray with gods that no, we are not to take any body. That is more important. Yes. So that way, the materialistic body, we have to see that we leave and go to Goloka. That is a very important thing which you have taught today, and as well as the Vishwarupa, which really wonderful. That is, the explanations were very wonderful, and we cannot think at all in that way. It is very, very tough. Yes. So, thank you, Guruji. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, Prabhu. Hare Krishna. Roma Rai Mataji, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Guruji. Hare Krishna, Guruji. Thank you so much for the wonderful class again, Guruji. By seeing the Vishwarupa, we are mesmerized.
Yes, Mataji.
Yeah, Guruji. We are very fortunate to have this class, Guruji. Blessed to have.
Yes, Mataji. Krishna's mercy only.
So we should keep our mind and intelligence unto Krishna. We should deliver him unto him.
It will happen, Mataji. Krishna's causeless mercy, his knowledge will definitely make such things happen, Mataji.
Yeah. because Ishvara Parama Krishna Satchidananda Vigraha Anadir Adir Govinda Sarva Karan Karanam.
Yes.
Hare Krishna Guruji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Shrestha Abhi Prabhu, Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Hare Krishna Guruji.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna.
Very nice class, Guruji. Good discussion. And then what actually for me, what I have taken away is like when all other demigods are with into this Vishwarupa, means like then this confusion regarding other gods who are the supreme, that also goes out. That is a very nice takeaway for all the people. And we are actually, Guruji, like I'm more looking forward like to know like a dharma, that is righteousness. That is where like we would be like sort of a bit confused onto that. If if you're in a first lecture, if you could tell us like maybe taking the practical examples, what is righteousness? So that is a dharma. So that would become still more enlightened, Guruji.
Yes.
Yeah.
Whatever.
So that like by so by the end of the like this thing we know like by the end of the like this Bhagavad Gita classes, we would know what is righteousness. That is dharma.
That is correct.
Yeah. So that I am really eagerly looking at it, because that is the thing like where we get bit confused in our daily life.
If we just listen,
thank you, Guruji.
If we listen to Bhagavad Gita, he will guide us, Prabhu. There is no doubt.
Okay, Guruji. Okay, Guruji. Thank you, Guruji. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Guruji. Hare Krishna.
Shireka Mataji, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Guruji.
Hare Krishna Mataji, Hare Krishna.
Thank you so much. I'd like to thank Raveen Prabhu especially for the very nice summary of the of his understanding, so that our understanding also has become clear. Yes. And yes, Guruji. And the beginning, like you said, Guruji, I just wanted to continue with that thought that you said that, we should not ask for any material things from Krishna. That's what you said. I remember when we were discussing about what Alvar said in the Divya Prabandham class. So Alvar actually began by asking Mukti. They said, we want moksha. But over a period of time, as he started conversing with Ranganatha or with Perumal, with Krishna, very Alvar with Krishna, at some stage, they all decided that we should not even be asking that. So beautiful it was that the only thing that came to their mind later on, after some time, you can see the flow of the Bashurams. And as you go further, he says, whatever you give, you don't give immaterial. You just give me Ananya, Apar, Asim, Bhakti. That's all. Give me only Bhakti. Nothing else. Everything else will automatically come. Let me always only be dedicated to you. Let me always do service to you. More and more service. That's all. So that is such a beautiful feeling. If at all we need to ask something, I think we need to ask only that. This is my understanding. Please correct me if I'm wrong.
Yeah, you are correct only, Mataji. But what is eventually happen is that when we have this complete knowledge of Bhagavad Gita, so
we won't even ask that.
We will not. Yeah, we will be so busy in serving. We are already doing that, correct? Right now, we are in the mood of service, serving Krishna only. That comes automatically, correct? So that service to Krishna will come automatically.
Absolutely.
So that way, we don't have to ask Krishna because he is taking care of everything. There is no need for us to ask anything. We know that he will take care. That's it.
Absolutely,
we believe him. That's what we are having faith on him, correct? We are having faith on him. He will take care of everything. So why we need to ask? He will take care. So
so it was really, it was like, I think it's so important to be able to think of him all the time and to be able to serve him all the time and give, he should give us more and more opportunities to serve him and be of service to.
What we are doing right now is current times. We say, as I mentioned in the past also, correct? So Krishna's pastimes, Leelas. So we say that pastimes in English. So now also Krishna is doing Leelas only with us actually.
So nicely said, Guruji. Yes, absolutely. Thank you so much, Guruji. Thank you for keeping us on track. For for me, I think personally, I always think every day, every class of yours is an infusion of bhakti, more and more. And so for that, I'm extremely grateful to be on this track. Thank you so much, Guruji. Hare Krishna, Guruji. Thank you.
Hare Krishna. Sumati Mataji, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Guruji. Thank you very much for the class. And also to always keep us in Krishna consciousness, as I say. Today, knowing about the effulgence of Krishna in his Vishwarupa form is also very amazing, absolutely amazing. That kind of a thing, because it is like concentrating all the things in the universe in one form, right? Everything is spread out everywhere, but he's showing them all together in one form. That's the way I was looking at the way it was done, and a lot of unimaginable things for us as human beings, probably explained in a simplistic way for us to understand the vastness of Krishna. So thank you very much for the class, Guruji. I will, and also nice to hear all the discussions, and this discussion also about the Alvars, because I just went to all the some of the Divya Desams. There were so many stories in each of the places, and this Nammalvar story also talks about how even as a child, a 43-year-old baby, he was not opening his eyes or eating, I believe. And the parents came and left him in the temple, in Alvar Tirunagari temple. And he was supposed to have been enlightened at that time itself. So his was a more advanced soul, as you would say. And in this classroom of earth where we all are in, I think everybody is at different grades, but put in the same class. Right? Yeah, so that I think that also causes a lot of
each other.
Yeah. So when you see each other with different levels and different ways of looking at the same subject, like in with different faiths or with different ways of looking at the same subject. So it is what to say. The whole amalgamation of humankind itself is very interesting experiment and very interesting classroom, I would say.
That's why I think ours is a very, very unique class, very unique classmates. Like this class is never ending actually.
Yeah.
You go and study somewhere, something semester you will study, or some semesters graduate. Here you will never graduate. We'll be still studying only all the time.
Correct.
Graduation happens only when you go to Goloka.
Yes.
Until then, we have to study. That's the real graduation.
Yes, Guruji. Yeah. Thank you very much for the classes, Guruji. Thank you. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Guruji. Hare Krishna. Yeah, thank you so much, Guruji, once again for today's wonderful class. And knowing Krishna's universal form is so amazing.
Yes.
Never imagined in that way. And we are able to see all in one, all gods, all demigods, everyone in one form. So that is really great to know, Guruji. And if Krishna could give us this knowledge, like through Krishna we have got this, we can imagine how Krishna actually looks through Arjuna. So it is through you we are getting to know more and more about Krishna and everything, Guruji. Thank you so much for your class. And Hare Krishna, Guruji. Hare Krishna to everyone.
Chandrakanta Mataji, Hare Krishna. Ram Prabhu, Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Hare Krishna, Guruji. Guruji, Chandrakanta Mataji sent me a video, audio file, Guruji. That's a speech by Srila Prabhupada.
Prabhupada, I know.
I think I think they did a remixing, or what do you call that, retro, Guruji. That earlier I used to listen that, but the one Chandrakanta Mataji sent was excellent, Guruji. They call these days the audio files are remastered, correct, Guruji? So that one was very nice. This morning I received, I heard that speech. That itself is sufficient, Guruji. It's an essence of Bhagavad Gita. Srila Prabhuji clearly said, just do this, that is sufficient, with a very excellent examples, Guruji. Probably you can circulate to our group, Guruji, after listening to that. If you see that is meaningful, Guruji. What is the importance of Hare Krishna Maha Mantra? The next one is, Guruji, usually you call the Parampariya, right? Discipline succession. And you can see Sasi Rekha Mataji, Ravin Prabhu, all this, they are all emerging, Guruji. Next, the questions they ask, and the way lead us to what we need to do, like Alvars and all, they don't even think, just bhakti. That is the highest form, Guruji, that you have been instilling. Okay. So I was questioning a lot of things about it, how to do this, how to all these things. So nowadays, I stopped thinking at all, Guruji, just do only bhakti. That's sufficient. Reciting Maha Mantra and doing bhakti, that itself is sufficient, Guruji. As you rightly said, this is no longer a class, Guruji, it's an experience. We are experiencing Krishna, we are experiencing Goloka. We have climbed very high level in the ladder, Guruji, because when I started, I was still comparing, I was challenging you. I have a Kali, why Guruji say only Krishna? I have Muruga, why all these things? Then I thought, how come he is also from Tamil, man? Why is this? So many Palani temple is there, all these things are there, and Krishna is nowhere related to us. I was in that path only. They see mostly Sanskrit also, it is not a common language in Tamil Nadu at all. But now realizing this is all a subset, because all has to come from one, the main source, that is Lord Krishna, Guruji. There is, and Bhagavad Gita clearly says there is no dispute at all. But we can go and debate, Guruji. Those who are half-baked persons, they can go and debate. But from half-baked to full-baked person, a matured person, all they have to do is one simple thing, Guruji, just a devotion, bhakti. Once I started do bhakti, then all sorted out, Guruji. All the ignorance and all cleared at that very moment, instantaneous moment, Guruji. And you are making this happen. And people like Shashi Rekha Mataji, Chandrakanta Mataji, Umapati Mataji, Sumati Umapati Mataji, and Ravin Prabhu yesterday also he gave an analogy, the director. We are all a director as well as an actor. All these things, Guruji, keep elucidating. So every day I'm gaining that, and I can't afford to make any mistake and slip away from there, Guruji. I'm very well fastened. I'm very, very happy, Guruji. I think I'm well fastened in a way. I'm handcuffed. I'm also in a jail, Guruji. That is doing like how Krishna ji was in a jail. That kind of jail, Guruji. I'm in a jail, but I can't afford to go and mix along with other people, Guruji. That way, I'm very much blessed, Guruji. Thank you very much, Guruji. You made this happen, Guruji. Hare Krishna to all, Guruji. Hare Krishna to all the sadhu. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. I'm really short of words, Guruji. All I have to do is only an action, execution. Nothing more to talk, Guruji. Hare Krishna, Guruji.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Vrinda Jai Singh Mataji, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Guruji.
Mataji, Hare Krishna.
Thank you for the wonderful class.
Thank you, Mataji.
I really appreciate the way Ram Prabhu shows his gratitude and understanding that we all have for our demigods. So this is an eye-opener, and not that we stop actually praying, but we accept the Supreme Personality, Krishna. Yes, Guruji. Thank you so much. It's really very enlightening. And you miss the class, you literally lose the link, and then, what I feel is if I'm able to hear live, I'm more than happy than going back to the YouTube. So it's really nice, Guruji. Thank you for the lovely session. Thank you. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Mataji. Hare Krishna. Chandrakanta Mataji, Hare Krishna. Manoranjan Sagu Prabhu, Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Hare Krishna Guruji, very wonderful session. Really, the God is universal form, how it is presented. We are nothing. We are taking proud ourselves, ego, and really before Lord Krishna we are insignificant. He has created us. When you should feel that you are a part and parcel of the Lord Krishna, and he should very much devoted Lord Krishna, and really you are grateful. I am very grateful to you, Guruji, and nicely you have presented and inject us, inculcate us every day the spiritual knowledge. This is very important. Other rest of the world is momentary. When you realize this, then only can feel the importance of your class. Really, we should be make use of this. Life is very short, so we cannot be grow 5 years. Now we are running fast. Time is fitting. So when you realize this, then only you can understand that yesterday's sloka, the Jara, Kumara, these are the different stages we have to pass through. We cannot get out of the. Those are enlightened person. They are not affected neither by Kumara or Javana or Jara, decrepitude or senility. Don't touch affect them. Although they are old, but they don't feel like that. That I am just like kid. I am just inquisitive to know things. What is the mysteries of life and the Lord Krishna and divine knowledge, the right kind of knowledge, the righteousness. What you told today, dharma. This righteousness, the acharanam, right kind of acharanam. So that how it can we lead a better lifestyle. So when we have devoted to Lord Krishna, and really I am very grateful and indebted to Guruji, and all the devotees are also getting more and more sincere in attending your class. They are much more vibrated with this knowledge, and really day by day we are more and more dedicated to Lord Krishna, so that by coming to the class sometimes we get superficial and externally we are connected, but automatically it will cleanse our internal being also. So by I was also myself also admit that still I was superficial. Sometimes I get emotional. So that kind of a while all time by attending that I have a class and attend the class like a physical, other physics or chemistry or other science classes if students attending, that it is not like that. We should not feel like this. So it is the divine knowledge. We are very inquisitive, very curious to know things. What will change my perception, vision, and ideology, the right kind of knowledge you are giving us. Really, thank you, Guruji. Pranam, Guruji. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama. Even if Lord Krishna also today, yesterday Rasa Purnima and these holy is meant for Lord Krishna. This is the finest. What Lord Krishna has not created for us to inject us. Why do you observe these functions? For make us conscious that we should not go away from us, my life, my universal form. You should dedicate. You are part of mine. So I have created you. So that kind of importance we should realize that yesterday and today also, that Rasa Krida, or this is the Mela, that that holy is pure. That HOLY or HOLY, Holika or that Dahana, that Asuri, the demon or whatever may be, that history, mythological background may be, but it is meant for us. Why you cleanse our body? All evil thoughts should go away from that. Yesterday, that we should feel like that. So Lord Krishna is every day with us. By reading Gita, it cleanses and purifies our heart and body and everything. When you realize this, then only you can feel. Thank you, Guruji. Pranam, Guruji. Satata Naman.
Thank you, Prabhu. Hare Krishna. Sunil Shivas Prabhu, Hare Krishna Prabhu. Chandrakanta Mataji. Let's listen to Srila Prabhupada's Kirtan, no? Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna.